I have two pieces of cardboard here, both measuring 11 by 14 inches. They're a 2mm thickness, so they're a nice thick cardboard. The first one, I'm going to make one large triangle. I'm going to have the base measure the 11 inches, and I'm going to go down about 9 inches on the piece of cardboard. And I'm going to use my Zip Snip Works cardboard cutter. This makes cutting cardboard very easy. I get it right off of Amazon. Now, if you do not have a zip snip, you can also use a razor blade. Now, on the second piece of cardboard, I'm going to keep the base at the 11 inches, and I'm going to go about 5 inches up from the bottom of the cardboard and make a shorter triangle. And I'll cut that out with my zip snip cardboard cutter as well. Once I have the two pieces, I'm going to start with the smaller triangle. I'm going to paint that with some Wise Owl Bowie. You can also use some Wise Owl Anchor. I like both of these blues. And now on the second piece of cardboard, which is the larger one, I'm going to paint with some Wise Owl Snow Owl. I'm going to find some wood letters, and I'm going to spell out the word freedom. And I'm just putting on my blue painter's tape to hold them in place. And I'm going to use some Wise Owl black paint. Now, you could pick any color of your choice. I think black or white would fit this project. I'll set that aside to dry. Now I have 3 star cutouts, and I'm going to take 2 heart cutouts. I'm going to paint the 2 heart cutouts with some Wise Owl Republic Red, and I'll paint the 3 star cutouts with some Wise Owl Goldenrod. Now these small little 2-ounce paints come in 2 different paint bundle packs on our website as well. I'm going to take the smaller triangle once dry and add some small white polka dots over the entire thing. And I'm just using the other end of a paintbrush to create my polka dots. On the larger white piece, I'm going to take a piece of painter's tape, and starting in the center, I'm going to create some stripes. And I'm just using a small piece of painter tape as my spacer, and I'm going to add the tape across the entire triangle. Now I like to start in the center of the triangle. This just helps me keep the lines nice and even. Once I have that all set, I'm going to take some Wise Owl Republic Red, and I'm going to paint over the entire thing, focusing on the areas that do not have the painter's tape. I'm going to give it a nice good coat, and once it's fully covered, I'm then going to remove all of the painter's tape, and now we have some red and white stripes. And we will set this aside to fully dry. Next, I have this little banner piece. It's a galvanized metal banner, and I got it from the Dollar Tree. I'm going to remove the jute hanger, and I'm going to glue our word freedom to the center of it. And I just use a little bit of hot glue to hold it in place. You can also use some E6000. Once I had that glued on, I did decide to dry brush a little bit of the white onto our letters here to just make it stand out a little more. Next, I'm going to connect our 2 triangles, the large one on the bottom and the smaller one on top. And I'm going to place the 3 stars across the center where the 2 pieces of cardboard meet. And I am dry brushing a little bit of the white onto the hearts as well. I'm going to hot glue the bottom of these stars onto the larger piece of cardboard. I will flip that over, add some hot glue to the remaining parts of the stars, flip the smaller triangle over, and connect everything. This was just an easy way to connect the 2 triangles so that everything lines up nicely, and I'll place the hearts in between these stars. And I'm going to add the freedom banner on the bottom section as well. And I'm using hot glue to adhere everything in place. Next, we're going to take some jute. You can get this right from the Dollar Tree, and I'm going to glue one end onto the bottom of the triangle, and then I have some pre-made bows that I got from Hobby Lobby. They came 2 in a pack, and I'm going to glue them onto our jute. And there we go. Now we have this really fun Freedom Kite. Thank you so much for watching. Paint products, tissue paper, transfers, and mesh stencils can all be found on our webpage at chalkitupfancy.com. And don't forget, you can also check out other tutorials over on our webpage as well. Have a great day.